Game Spree! Welcome back to my second episode of Super Mario World Hyper Analyzed. Oh, I'm glad to be back. This is going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, we completed the last episode. We completed level 1. We also went over the overworld, and it was pretty fun. I think I'm going to really enjoy these videos, giving you guys my take on these levels. So yeah, we're still on Yoshi's Island, and we're gonna go ahead and proceed to Yoshi's Island 2. Alright, so this level, it looks pretty harmless already. So like last time we had an enemy right off the bat, but this it's not the case here. And basically this is worth this level shows you some other different enemies in the game. And but before we go further, what we can see is that it uses a forest palette. We're on flat terrain. The background's full of, looks like, trees, and it feels like we're in a dense forest. So that's the aesthetic that they wanted us to feel. I think it still feels pretty safe here. This level, it's another introductory level. But let's go throughout the level and see what we can come up with. So they placed a shell here, allowing us to experience the first one-up system displayed. Got some. They place these blocks here that are easy to hit, and here they give us our first look at Yoshi and and he talks to us. So here we're basically on a flat plane. We got some stair steps, so this is where the terrain varies. So this right here is probably your first risk of being hit in the game, showing the player that this is the type of danger you can expect going forward. And you know, of course, we just went up a slope, letting the player further experiment his jumping skills. And also it allowed us to use Yoshi's shell fire breathing technique, which is another added technique to this game. All right, let's continue on. See, this is where it's tough right here, because you bounce on them, and there's always a chance that you might miss them, like that. And it shows you that you can lose Yoshi. These little boxes are pretty useful for newer players. This one's telling us about the middle gate. It's the checkpoints. We got some moles here, showing us the ability for the SNES to transition enemies from that layer to the active layer, I guess. And here they introduce us to a vertical, the vine, showing us that this game is capable of going vertical. So the way enemies interact with you is basically once they see you, some enemies, once they see you, they go after you. That's their programming. They track they track the player, and like these moles are programmed to chase the player. And as far as time pressure, this level's pretty forgiving. We just found another secret. And if you have Yoshi here, you don't have to use these blocks. I know a lot of players probably use the blocks like that to hit it, but you can just jump off Yoshi there, and there's a 1-up. So this shows us that there's going to be all kinds of secrets throughout the game, similar to this. I love secrets. Okay, so let's get out of this cave. Now we're exploring all these levels. We're not skipping anything. And I noticed something that they use a layering technique with these bushes. So when you move across the screen, these move faster than the background behind us, and that's another demonstration of the layering technique. And here they show us the P-switch, and there's going to be obstacles getting to the ribbon. Yep. So that's the level. But I'm gonna go back in and see if there's anything else we can take note. So this part, you know, you can either do shoot the red shell or use it as a weapon. And the game takes on another flavor if you're using Yoshi. So far, this level's pretty tame. There's really not much to it other than to show you more techniques that you and enemies. But yeah, that is level 2. Pretty short video. We'll wrap up this episode for the next level. We'll see you next time. Alright, now we're on to level 3, Yoshi's Island. Let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so, starting off, we got a different color palette. Looks like a lighter green color with a off-white objects in the background with a blue sky. So we can almost safely say this looks like to be almost a sky level. We're on the mountains or something, which is interesting because that's what was shown on the map. So that's what we can expect. So we got demonstration of verticality, jumping on islands, and now we got these platforms that move, that test the player's jumping timing. We got moving sprites here to test the player of their jumping timing. So the difficulty's picked up a little bit. So we've got these moving platforms here. Once again, testing the player's jumping timing. And then, that little detail right here Nintendo's basically telling us, well, some secrets aren't going to be as obvious. So you're going to be looking at some. You're going to be having a because when we were up here, it wasn't obvious there was a secret there, but we had to wait for the platform to lower for us to see the pipe. So it's basically saying that you have to be paying attention to catch the secrets, which is a common theme among later Mario games that contain collecting mechanics. Let's check out that secret. Alright, so we got a P-switch, which, we just been introduced to lava, which is also a common thing in all the Mario games. But we're in a cave. So we get our dragon coin there. But that, that lava's instant death. So we just came out of a pipe. Got another dragon coin. Okay. Now we're gonna get a fire flower here. Oh, we got a mushroom, never mind. Alright, so got another up and down platform. Just testing our jumping skills, and here can be tricky if you don't have the yellow switch. Now in this game, this playthrough, I already have the yellow switch, but if you don't have the yellow switch, this area can be instant death easily. So showing us that death in this game is very easy. Okay, so we got the timer running out there. The music picks up and urging us to go fast. Now we're already at the end of the level, so yeah, we got it. So the mood of the music is upbeat, happy, keeps the player engaged. And there's really no foreboding yet, and basically mostly all the worlds have that, but that Yoshi's Island 3 is a pretty see this it's an island level basically. And not that hard at all, but it just introduced the player to the more need to time your jumps and gauge the distance, so you don't fall down into the holes. But yeah, that is level 3. Let's go ahead and do level 4. Alright, so we got another different color palette here, and looks like it's a semi-water level, meaning that there is water, but it's at the bottom of the screen, which is generally it's a different palette they're using with the water. But we have some looks like green mushroom island things, and then in the background you have green geometric shapes. They're supposed to be rocks or something. But yeah, this is introducing the player to water in the game. Not that bad. There are water levels in this game. So more platforming being taught here. And you got this conspicuous pipe here, which turns out to be a secret. and this is telling the player that expect secrets like this. And this makes you feel like you're outside the level, actually, I think. Makes you feel like you're somewhere else. And this they also introduce you to another enemy, a Spiny, I think. Alright, so this is showing you that, so you notice I grabbed the red shell. And since I grabbed the red shell, well, without Yoshi, I used the red shell to get that block up there. This one here, this P-switch. But I can't use the shell because of the fire. But, as we learned before, we can use Yoshi's double jump ability, or we could double jump off of Yoshi to get it. And that's how we get the dragon coin. So, here, Nintendo is telling us, well, if you're innovative enough, you can figure out the non-obvious ways to get secrets and dragon coins and the like. And also, jumping in the water is not immediately dangerous, but if you let go of the jump button, you can sink down and die. So, teaching the player, you have to be mindful of not doing that. All right, we got our end of the level ribbon there. You hit it. Oh, we got 30. All right, we just finished level Yoshi's Island 4. So we've gone through 2, 3, and 4. Next is going to be the castle level, and that's going to be in another episode. I wanted to tie up these 4 main levels in Yoshi's Island into one video, because I'm discovering that this can go much faster than I anticipated. But yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. We'll see you in the next episode.